The journey of the chosen ones is not defined by power or recognition, but by surrendering to the sacred light within. Their path is one of quiet strength, unwavering faith, and deep compassion. Before we embark on this journey together, I would like to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you watching. Your support, likes, comments, and shares mean the world to me, and I am truly thankful for each one of you. Now, allow me to say this. If you are tuning in at this very moment, you are a chosen one. This video has been created specifically for you, and I invite you to stay with me until the end, as the message shared here is meant to resonate deeply with those who are chosen. However, if you do not feel a strong connection to what is about to unfold, it is possible that this video may not align with your beliefs or your current path. I encourage you to honor your inner guidance and continue forward on your journey. For those of you who are ready to embrace your calling, this message is for you. Let's begin. There is a sacred light that few can perceive, a truth so profound that it is hidden from the ordinary eye. Yet for the chosen ones, this truth was never concealed. It burned within them like an eternal flame, guiding every step they took. From the earliest whispers of existence, they sensed a calling that set them apart, a divine pull towards something greater than themselves. It was not arrogance, but a deep-seated knowing, as if their souls had conversed with eternity long before they took their first breath. This inner knowing often made them strangers among their own. Family and friends could not grasp the weight of their thoughts, the depth of their visions. While others moved through life content with the visible, the chosen ones were haunted by the unseen, driven by questions that echoed louder than any spoken word. They discerned falsehoods woven into everyday life, sensing the hidden motives behind smiles and the silent cries behind laughter. The world called them outcasts, rebels, and dreamers, yet they were simply aligned with a truth that others could not comprehend. The sacred light within them was both a guide and a burden. It illuminated paths that others feared to tread, roads of sacrifice, loneliness, and relentless pursuit of purpose. Yet, it also shielded them, revealing dangers before they struck and unmasking deception before it could take root. This light was not learned. It was inherited, etched into their very being by divine design. It whispered to them in dreams, stirred their hearts in moments of stillness, and blazed within them during trials. They walked a path of quiet strength, often misunderstood and ridiculed. But every hardship was a refining fire, strengthening their resolve and deepening their wisdom. The chosen ones knew that their isolation was not punishment, but preparation, a sacred space where their faith was forged and their vision made clear. In solitude, they communed with God, drawing closer to the source of the light within them. It was in these moments that the veil between the seen and unseen would lift, and truths untold would unfold before them. This truth was not merely knowledge, but a living force, urging them to act, to speak, and to become vessels of change. They could not remain silent when injustice reigned, nor could they ignore the suffering of others. Compassion burned as fiercely as conviction within them, driving them to uplift the broken and challenge the oppressor. Yet, every action was measured, every word intentional, for they understood the weight of their influence. They were not led by impulse, but by the quiet, unwavering voice of the sacred light. In every generation, chosen ones rise, quietly, persistently, their presence a testament to the enduring truth that cannot be silenced. They are not perfect, nor are they without fear, but they are relentless. When doubt clouds their path, the sacred light pierces through, reminding them of who they are and why they walk this road. Every failure becomes a lesson, every wound a mark of endurance. Their journey is far from easy, yet they press on, for they know that their steps are ordered by a hand far greater than their own. They do not chase after acceptance, for they understand that their path was never meant to be crowded. It was forged for the few who could bear its weight, those who would not falter when the world turned cold. And so they walk on, carriers of truth, bearers of the sacred light, knowing that even in their weariness, they are never truly alone. But this is only the beginning of their story. The path ahead remains shrouded in mystery, challenges yet to be faced, truths yet to be unveiled. The sacred light continues to burn, guiding them forward into realms unknown, where their purpose will unfold in ways even they have yet to imagine. With every sunrise, the chosen ones awaken with a renewed sense of purpose. The world, though unchanged in its chaos, feels different to them, as if each moment is ripe with meaning, each encounter brimming with hidden significance. They are drawn to distant horizons, compelled to seek out places where shadows linger and hope is but a faint whisper. There they know their presence is most needed, and so they venture forth through desolate lands and crowded cities alike, their eyes keenly aware of signs others overlook. They hear the silent pleas carried on the wind, feel the tremors of unseen battles beneath their feet. The sacred light within them pulses stronger as they approach crossroads of destiny, where decisions hold the power to shape not only their fate, but the course of many lives. Allies emerge from unexpected places, souls who, though not chosen in the same way, carry fragments of the same light. These companions, drawn by a force they scarcely understand, walk beside the chosen ones, each bringing gifts and strengths that complement the journey ahead. Together, they form an unspoken bond, a fellowship forged not by chance, but by divine orchestration. Yet, the shadows grow bolder. Forces that have long slumbered now stir, sensing the movement of the chosen ones. Whispers of ancient adversaries drift through forgotten tongues, and the weight of prophecy looms ever closer. The chosen ones feel the tightening grip of unseen eyes watching, waiting, challenging their resolve. But they do not falter. The sacred light, unwavering, continues to lead them onward. Every step is a testament to their enduring faith. Every breath a quiet defiance against the darkness that seeks to consume. And though the path ahead is veiled in uncertainty, one truth remains unshaken. The chosen ones will not be silenced. Their light will not be extinguished, and their story, this story, has only just begun. The chosen ones feel the weight of their mission like an ancient song they cannot forget, a melody that plays softly in their hearts, yet echoes throughout the world. Every word they speak, every action they take, ripples through the fabric of existence, moving toward a greater purpose they may not fully understand. But the sacred light within them reassures them that every step, no matter how small, is a part of a divine tapestry being woven in real time. The world around them remains oblivious to the magnitude of the task ahead. Those they encounter may smile, nod, and pass by without knowing that a chosen one walks among them. Yet, there is a depth in their eyes, a quiet determination that speaks to those who have the courage to see. The chosen ones are often the ones who stand alone in moments of great change, the ones who hold steady when the storm rages, knowing that their role is not to bend to the winds but to stand firm in the truth. As they journey, they find themselves in the midst of struggles greater than any they could have anticipated. The obstacles are formidable, powers that seek to silence them, forces that want to bend the truth to their will, temptations that aim to distract them from their purpose. Yet, with every trial, the sacred light within them only grows brighter, for it is through these challenges that their strength is tested and their faith refined. They are not immune to fear or doubt, but they have learned to embrace both. Fear, for them, is not a sign of weakness but a sign of being on the right path. The deeper the fear, the greater the potential for growth. And doubt, though it may whisper its poison, is met with the knowledge that the truth they carry is unshakable. Even when the world falls into darkness, the sacred light continues to shine, steady and unwavering, guiding them toward their destiny. There are times when they question the weight of the journey. They wonder if they are enough, if they are capable of bearing the burden of such a calling. But in those moments, the light within them responds, gentle, yet firm. It reminds them that they were never meant to carry the weight alone. The divine presence, ever near, is there to strengthen them when they falter and to remind them of their purpose when they stray too far from the path. In the midst of their trials, the chosen ones discover something extraordinary. Each of them carries within them not only the sacred light, but the capacity to spark light in others. The relationships they form along the way are not mere coincidences, but sacred intersections, places where the light within them intersects with the light in others. These connections, whether fleeting or lasting, ignite a shared flame that grows stronger the more it is passed on. The chosen ones begin to understand that their mission is not just personal, it is collective. They are not merely walking their own path, but are part of a greater movement, a wave of light that stretches across the world, touching souls that are ready to awaken. And though the darkness may seem overwhelming at times, the chosen ones know that it cannot overcome the light. For the light is eternal, and as long as there are those who carry it, the world will never be fully consumed by shadow. Yet there is still so much they do not know. The challenges ahead are unknown, and the ultimate purpose of their journey remains a mystery. What lies beyond the horizon? What awaits in the distant lands they are drawn to? What truths will be revealed as they draw closer to their ultimate destiny? One thing is certain, the journey is far from over. With every passing day, the sacred light continues to grow, and with it, the chosen ones press forward, unshaken and unyielding. The road ahead may be unclear, the obstacles may be greater than ever, but they know that they walk it for a reason. They are not alone, and they will never be. The sacred light burns brightly within them, guiding them forward, always leading them toward their divine purpose. The path before them stretches endlessly, each step a new chapter in an unfolding saga that neither they nor the world fully understands. With every trial, they uncover new layers of themselves, strengths they never knew they possessed, resilience forged in the fires of adversity, and wisdom that transcends time itself. The sacred light within them pulses, not as a beacon to the world, but as a steady whisper, guiding them through uncharted territories and untold challenges. As they travel, the chosen ones begin to notice something extraordinary. The world around them seems to shift in response to their presence. Places once shrouded in darkness begin to flicker with the faintest glow, as though their light is waking something dormant within the very earth beneath their feet. In the hearts of strangers, the spark of hope flickers to life, kindled by their mere existence. They begin to see with new eyes that every person they encounter, every moment they share, carries the potential to change the course of history. The chosen ones are no longer isolated beings, wandering through life as strangers in a foreign land. They are becoming conduits for something greater, something divine. Each connection they make, each soul they touch, carries with it the possibility of transformation. They have become living testimonies of the sacred light, and as they walk, they leave traces of it behind, like footprints in the sand that others will one day follow. Yet, despite the growing sense of unity, the shadows do not relent. They gather strength in the unseen places, their presence felt in the subtle currents that run beneath the surface of everyday life. The forces of darkness, sensing the rise of the chosen ones, stir with increasing urgency. They know that if the chosen ones ever fully realize the depth of their power, the balance of the world will shift irrevocably. And so, they press in from all sides, weaving webs of deception and sowing seeds of confusion, hoping to break the resolve of those who walk in the light. But the chosen ones are not swayed. Though the road is fraught with danger, they continue to press forward, for they know that the light within them is more powerful than any darkness they may face. Each trial, each struggle, only serves to sharpen their focus and strengthen their resolve. The sacred light is not merely a guide. It is a force of transformation, capable of dispelling the deepest shadows and revealing the truth that lies beneath. Along their journey, they encounter others who have walked similar paths, those who have also felt the pull of the sacred light, though perhaps they were not chosen in the same way. These companions, who have faced their own battles and endured their own hardships, join the chosen ones in their mission, bringing with them their own gifts and wisdom. Together, they form a fellowship that is unbreakable, each member contributing their strength to the whole. And yet, even as they draw closer to the fulfillment of their purpose, the chosen ones are confronted with a profound question. What is the true nature of the light they carry? What is the ultimate goal of their journey? Is it simply to endure, to survive, to fight against the darkness that seeks to destroy them? Or is there a greater calling, a deeper understanding that awaits them at the end of their path? The answer, they realize, is not something that can be grasped in a single moment, nor is it something that can be understood fully by the human mind. The light they carry is not of this world, and its purpose transcends their individual lives. It is a force that has existed since the beginning of time, woven into the very fabric of creation itself. And though they may never fully comprehend its depths, the chosen ones are beginning to understand that their journey is not just about them. It is about something far greater, something that encompasses all of existence. For the sacred light is not just a gift, it is a responsibility. It is not something to be hoarded or kept to themselves, but something to be shared with the world. As they move forward, they begin to realize that their mission is not simply to stand against the darkness, but to bring others into the light, to awaken them to the truth that lies hidden beneath the surface of their lives. Each soul they encounter is a potential vessel for the light. Each moment an opportunity to ignite a spark that will one day become a blazing fire. The journey of the chosen ones is not a solitary one. It is a collective movement, a tide that rises and falls with the ebb and flow of time. And though the darkness may seem overwhelming at times, they know that the light within them is not only a weapon against the shadows, but also a beacon of hope for all who are willing to seek it. The path ahead remains uncertain. New trials will arise, and the forces of darkness will grow stronger as they near their ultimate destiny. But the chosen ones press on, for they know that they are not alone. The light within them burns brighter than ever, a flame that cannot be extinguished, a force that cannot be stopped. With every step they take, they draw closer to the fulfillment of their purpose, knowing that the journey, though long and fraught with challenges, will ultimately lead them to a place of unimaginable light. And so, they continue. Their story is far from finished. The sacred light continues to lead them, guiding them forward into realms unknown, where new truths await, new battles will be fought, and the true purpose of their existence will be revealed. For as long as there is darkness in the world, the chosen ones will walk in the light, unwavering, unyielding, carrying the flame of truth wherever they go. Their journey has only just begun. The chosen ones move forward, their hearts set aflame with the sacred light that guides them through both the calm and the storm. Though the world around them remains largely unaware of the magnitude of their journey, they can feel the subtle shifts, the energy beneath the surface that signals a greater change is coming. The time for quiet preparation is drawing to a close. The moment of reckoning is approaching, and they must be ready. The world, in all its chaos and confusion, cannot remain in its current state forever. Change is inevitable, and the chosen ones are the harbingers of that change, whether they understand it fully or not. As they draw nearer to their destiny, they find themselves facing challenges that test the very core of their being. The darkness seems to grow more cunning, more elusive. It no longer appears as a force of simple opposition, but as a more insidious presence, woven into the very fabric of society, masked as ordinary life, making it harder to discern truth from illusion. The sacred light within them flickers in response, both an alarm and a reassurance. The deeper the darkness becomes, the brighter the light grows, but it requires more from them now. The light demands focus, intention, and purity of heart. They encounter individuals, ordinary people, who seem to be lost, struggling to find their way in a world filled with noise and distraction. The chosen ones know that their presence is not by accident. Each encounter, each connection, is part of a larger design, a cosmic alignment that is slowly becoming clearer with each passing day. The divine hand is guiding them to these souls, preparing them for something greater. They are not here to merely survive. They are here to awaken the world. But with each awakening comes resistance. The forces that seek to hold the world in darkness are not willing to relinquish control easily. They use every tool at their disposal: fear, manipulation, confusion, to keep the chosen ones from fulfilling their purpose. They want to distort the sacred light, to corrupt it and twist it into something unrecognizable. But the chosen ones are not easily deceived. They have learned to discern the difference between the genuine and the counterfeit, the light from the shadows. The sacred light within them burns with an intensity that cannot be denied or compromised. And yet, there are moments when even the chosen ones falter. The weight of their responsibility presses down on them like an unseen force, and the path ahead seems obscured by fog. The world can be overwhelming, and the darkness seems to close in from all sides. In those moments, when the doubt creeps in, the sacred light within them steadies them. It reminds them that they are not meant to carry this burden alone. They are part of a greater collective, a fellowship of souls connected by the same divine purpose. They come to understand that their journey is not just one of personal triumph. It is a communal mission, one that cannot be accomplished in isolation. The light they carry is meant to be shared, passed from one soul to another, igniting a chain reaction of awakening that cannot be stopped. The chosen ones are not just individuals on a quest for personal enlightenment. They are catalysts for a global awakening, a movement that will shift the very fabric of reality. As they continue to walk their path, they discover new realms within themselves, places of untapped strength, unspoken wisdom, and endless compassion. The sacred light is not a static force. It is living, breathing, and constantly evolving. The more they surrender to it, the more it expands, revealing deeper layers of truth and understanding. And with each revelation, they grow closer to the divine presence that has always been with them, guiding them, shaping them, preparing them for what is to come. But the darkness does not retreat. It only shifts its strategy, growing more deceptive, more elusive. It seeks to infiltrate their hearts, to plant seeds of fear and doubt where once there was certainty. And yet, the chosen ones remain steadfast. They are not perfect, but they are resolute. They have learned to embrace their imperfection, knowing that it is through their struggles that they are refined. They know that the light they carry is not diminished by their failures, but rather amplified by their willingness to rise again after each fall. Their journey is no longer just a personal transformation. It has become a mission, one that will change the world forever. The sacred light, once a quiet ember within them, is now a blazing fire, illuminating the darkness and revealing the truth of who they are and why they have been chosen. And though the world may not yet see the full scope of their impact, the chosen ones know that the seeds they plant today will bear fruit in ways they may never fully understand. They walk with purpose, their every step bringing them closer to the moment when the full weight of their mission will be revealed. The final battle is drawing near, a confrontation between the forces of light and darkness that will reshape the course of history. But the chosen ones are not afraid. They know that they do not walk into this battle alone. The sacred light within them is their sword, their shield, their armor. And though the forces of darkness may try to overpower them, they understand that the light will always prevail. As they press on, they find themselves drawn to the most unlikely places, to the edges of society where the forgotten and the forsaken dwell. It is here that the light they carry shines brightest, for it is in the most desolate corners of the world that the divine presence is most needed. And as they reach out to those who have been lost in the shadows, they see the flicker of recognition in their eyes, the spark of hope ignited by the presence of the sacred light. And so, the journey continues. Each day, a new revelation. Each step, a deeper connection to the divine purpose they are fulfilling. The chosen ones know that they are on the precipice of something unimaginable, something that will forever change the course of history. The path is not easy, and the challenges are great, but they are unwavering. The sacred light burns brighter with each passing day, and as it grows, so does their understanding of the truth that lies within them. For they are not just chosen. They are the bearers of the greatest truth the world has ever known. And this truth is only beginning to unfold. The journey of the chosen ones stretches out before them, an ever-expanding horizon that beckons with the promise of discovery, of deeper truths yet to be unveiled. The sacred light they carry grows stronger with every challenge, every encounter, as though it is becoming one with their very being. It pulses within them, an eternal rhythm that guides their steps, unwavering and constant, despite the shifting tides of the world around them. As they move through different lands, they encounter others who are beginning to feel the stirring of the same sacred light within themselves. These individuals, though they may not fully understand its origin or purpose, find themselves inexplicably drawn to the chosen ones. In their presence, something awakens, an inner knowing, a longing for something greater than the life they've known. The chosen ones do not seek to force this awakening. Rather, they offer it as a gift, knowing that the light is not theirs to possess but to share. The transformation in others is slow but undeniable. With every encounter, the light spreads outward, finding its way into hearts that were once closed, minds that were once clouded. Each soul they touch is a spark, a flame kindled in the presence of something divine. The chosen ones have come to understand that they are not the source of the light, but rather the conduits through which it flows into the world. They are the vessels, but it is the divine presence that fuels the fire. Yet, the more the light spreads, the more the forces of darkness grow desperate. They begin to stir more aggressively, recognizing that their grip on the world is slipping. They have been content to dwell in the shadows, hidden from the view of the masses. But the light now illuminates their every move. They begin to strike out in ways both subtle and overt, trying to extinguish the flames of truth before they can spread. They disguise themselves in false promises, wrap themselves in the guise of comfort and safety, offering easy answers to the complex questions the world is facing. They whisper lies, and their presence grows in the hearts of those who are not yet ready to embrace the truth. The chosen ones are not immune to these challenges. They face moments of doubt and confusion, times when the darkness feels overwhelming, and the weight of their mission presses down on them like an unrelenting storm. The path ahead is rarely clear, and the obstacles they face seem insurmountable at times. But in those moments of struggle, the sacred light never wavers. It is always present, always steady, always guiding them forward, even when the way is unclear. The chosen ones have learned to trust the light, even when they cannot see the full picture. They have come to understand that their journey is not just about them. It is about something much greater, something beyond their understanding. They are not the end of the story, but part of a larger narrative that is unfolding, a narrative that spans beyond time and space, touching lives and hearts in ways they cannot fully comprehend. They know that the darkness they face is not a force to be defeated in one battle. It is a persistent presence that must be faced again and again, each time with greater clarity, greater strength, and greater conviction. The chosen ones are not fighting for an immediate victory, but for the long-term awakening of the world. Every challenge, every struggle, every step forward is a part of the process of shifting the world from one of darkness to one of light. As they move through the world, they encounter places of deep suffering, lands ravaged by war, cities drowned in despair, communities torn apart by hatred and division. The chosen ones do not shrink back from these places. They are drawn to them, for they know that the light is needed most where the darkness is strongest. It is in these places that they are called to make the greatest impact, to bring the light into the deepest shadows. In the midst of this, the chosen ones begin to understand something even deeper about their mission. It is not just about changing the world externally, but about transforming the hearts of those who inhabit it. The true battle is not one fought in the physical realm alone. It is fought in the hearts and minds of every individual. And it is here, in the quiet moments of introspection and reflection, that the most profound changes are made. They begin to see that the true purpose of their journey is not to conquer or control, but to awaken, to awaken the divine potential that lies within every soul. The sacred light is not a tool for domination, but a force for liberation. It does not seek to impose itself on others, but to invite them into the fullness of who they are meant to be. It calls out to the dormant divinity within, encouraging each person to step into their own truth, to recognize the light that already exists within them. As the chosen ones continue their path, they realize that the world is not a fixed entity, but a constantly evolving expression of the divine. Every thought, every word, every action ripples out into the collective consciousness, shaping the reality that we all share. The light they carry is not just for them, but for the world. It is the spark that will ignite the transformation of all things. And while the chosen ones may never fully understand the impact of their journey, they know that they are playing a vital role in the unfolding of something far greater than themselves. The trials continue, and the darkness grows ever more cunning in its attempts to quench the light. But the chosen ones, now more than ever, stand resolute in their purpose. They are no longer driven by fear of the darkness, but by an unshakable faith in the power of the light. They know that it is not the absence of darkness that will define the world, but the presence of light, shining through even the darkest moments. They understand that their mission is not a finite task. It is an eternal calling, one that will continue long after their physical forms have passed from this world. The sacred light will endure, spreading from soul to soul, touching every corner of the earth and guiding humanity toward its divine destiny. And so, the chosen ones press on, knowing that the path ahead is still long and uncertain, but that the light will never fail them. With every step, they carry the truth that has always existed within them, and with every moment, they bring the world closer to the awakening it so desperately needs. Their story is far from over. In fact, it is only just beginning. The divine dance of light and shadow continues, and the chosen ones are at the heart of it all, walking with unwavering faith toward the fulfillment of their divine purpose. As the chosen ones move forward, their journey takes them deeper into realms both within and beyond the physical world. They discover that their connection to the divine is not confined to their individual selves, but is interwoven with the very fabric of the universe. They begin to see that every moment, every breath, is a sacred offering, a chance to align more fully with the divine purpose they carry. It is in the ordinary that they find the extraordinary, in the mundane that they encounter the miraculous. In this expanded awareness, the chosen ones begin to recognize their role not just as individuals, but as part of a vast, interconnected web of existence. Every soul they encounter, every place they visit, every challenge they face is a thread in the tapestry of the divine plan. They understand that they are not walking this path alone, but are guided by the unseen hands of the divine, supported by the prayers and hopes of those who came before them, and protected by the spirits of those who will come after. The light within them grows ever more luminous, as if the very core of their being is resonating with the rhythm of the universe itself. They can no longer separate themselves from the divine. They are one with it, and it is one with them. It is a knowing that transcends the limitations of time and space, an awareness that the sacred light they carry is both ancient and eternal, reaching back to the beginning of all things and forward to the fulfillment of creation's ultimate purpose. The trials they face become increasingly complex. No longer are they simple obstacles. They are tests of their very faith and understanding. The darkness does not relent, but instead adapts, becoming more subtle, more insidious. It no longer seeks to confront them directly, but works through the hearts and minds of those around them, spreading fear, doubt, and division. Yet the chosen ones see through the illusions. They recognize the patterns, the ways in which the darkness tries to manipulate and control. They do not fight these forces with the same weapons the world uses. They do not resort to violence or anger. Instead, they confront the darkness with the power of the sacred light, which has the ability to dissolve the very foundation of fear and deceit. They do not need to overpower the darkness. They simply need to let the light shine more brightly, for it is the light that reveals the truth, and in the presence of truth, darkness has no power. Their work is no longer just about confronting the world's ills, but about cultivating inner peace, strength, and clarity. They come to realize that true transformation begins within. As they continue their journey, they find that the sacred light not only leads them to others, but also illuminates the hidden corners of their own hearts. The journey of the chosen ones is not just outward, but inward, as they continue to peel back the layers of their own consciousness, uncovering fears, doubts, and wounds they did not know existed. In this process of self-discovery, they are reminded that their light is not about perfection, but about wholeness. They are not meant to be flawless beings. They are meant to be authentic, to embody the truth of who they are, and to allow the light to shine through their imperfections. It is through their vulnerability that the light becomes most radiant, for it is in their brokenness that the divine shines brightest. As they walk this path, they encounter others who are also awakening, some more slowly than others. The chosen ones find themselves called to be mentors, guides, and companions on the journey of those who are just beginning to perceive the sacred light within themselves. They share their wisdom, not as experts, but as fellow travelers, offering encouragement and support to those who are still learning to navigate the complexities of the spiritual journey. And yet, the burden of their calling is not without its toll. The chosen ones are aware of the weight they carry, of the immense responsibility that comes with being the bearers of the sacred light. They feel the pull of the world's suffering, the cries of the lost, the oppression of the downtrodden. Their hearts break for the injustices they witness, and they struggle with the knowledge that the world is not yet ready for the fullness of the light they bring. But they're not deterred. The sacred light within them remains steadfast, and they know that their role is not to fix the world in one moment, but to plant seeds of transformation, one soul at a time. They understand that they are part of a greater plan, and though they may not see the full scope of that plan in their lifetimes, they trust that every action, every word, every step they take is a vital part of the unfolding of divine will. In their quiet moments of reflection, the chosen ones sense that they are on the cusp of something even greater. The time is drawing near for the world to awaken on a massive scale, and they can feel the stirrings of this global transformation in the very air around them. The sacred light is no longer just a personal flame. It is becoming a beacon, calling out to all who are ready to hear its call. And so, the chosen ones continue their journey, unwavering in their purpose, knowing that each step they take is a step toward the fulfillment of their divine mission. The darkness may rise, but the light will rise higher still, and in the end, it will be the light that prevails. They walk forward with hope, with faith, with love, knowing that the story of the chosen ones is far from finished. It is only just beginning. The divine plan continues to unfold, layer by layer, and the chosen ones are ready to meet whatever comes next, knowing that they are not alone. They are part of a greater whole, a vast network of souls aligned with the divine will, and together, they will bring the light into every corner of the world. They will not rest, they will not stop, until every soul is awakened, every shadow is illuminated, and the world is transformed. Their journey is eternal, and the sacred light will guide them for as long as they walk the earth. The work of the chosen ones is far from complete, but they have the assurance that they are not walking this path alone. The divine presence is always with them, always guiding, always supporting. And with each passing day, they grow closer to the ultimate realization that they are not just the bearers of the light, but one with it. And through them, the world will be forever changed. As the chosen ones continue their journey, a deeper understanding of their purpose begins to unfold. The road ahead becomes increasingly complex, weaving through both light and shadow in ways they had never anticipated. They encounter new realms of existence, each one a reflection of the inner world of humanity. Some are vast and majestic, filled with beauty and peace, while others are desolate, racked by pain and suffering. Yet, in each realm, they are called to shine the light. Whether it is a flicker of hope in a despondent heart or a beacon guiding a lost soul out of darkness. They begin to recognize that the transformation they seek in the world must also take place within them, for the world is but a mirror of the collective consciousness. Every change they make within themselves ripples outward, influencing those they encounter. It becomes clear to them that they are not mere vessels carrying the light. They are active participants in the very creation of a new world, a world where truth, love, and justice are no longer just ideals, but the fabric of reality itself. The sacred light continues to grow, not in size, but in depth. It penetrates the very core of their beings, revealing the deepest truths of existence. They begin to understand that this journey is not just about guiding others to the light, but also about embracing the fullness of who they are. The more they surrender to the light within them, the more it reveals about their true essence, about their divine nature, their connection to all things, and their role in the grand tapestry of creation. In this understanding, they realize that the divine light is not something external to them, but something inherent in every soul. It is the essence of creation itself, the force that sustains the universe, the pulse that beats at the heart of every living being. They begin to see themselves not as separate from others, but as integral parts of a unified whole. The light they carry is not just their own. It belongs to all, and they're the ones entrusted with carrying it forward. As they encounter others along the way, they find that many are awakening to this same truth. Some recognize the sacred light within themselves, but are unsure how to navigate the complexities of their own paths. Others are still lost in the illusions of the world, unaware of the light that resides within them, but drawn to it nonetheless. The chosen ones meet each person where they are, offering guidance, encouragement, and love, understanding that everyone is on their own unique journey. They begin to form a network of like-minded souls, a fellowship of those who are awakening to the truth of their divine essence. Together, they share their experiences, their struggles, and their insights, learning from one another and growing in the light. This community is not bound by tradition or dogma, but by a shared understanding that they are all part of something greater, something divine. Yet, the challenges they face are far from over. The forces of darkness, aware of the growing light, intensify their efforts to suppress it. They become more subtle, more insidious, infiltrating the hearts and minds of those who are still unaware of their divine nature. They spread fear, division, and hatred, seeking to tear apart the fabric of unity that is beginning to take root. But the chosen ones do not back down. They stand firm in the light, knowing that the darkness can never extinguish it. They face the forces of darkness with compassion, understanding that fear and hatred are born from ignorance and pain. They do not seek to fight the darkness, but to transform it, to heal it with the power of love and truth. They know that the true power lies not in resistance, but in surrender to the light that already exists within them. Their presence alone begins to shift the energy around them. They walk through cities, through villages, through lands torn apart by conflict, and where they go, the atmosphere changes. People begin to awaken, slowly at first, to the truth of who they are. They see the chosen ones not as saviors, but as mirrors reflecting the divine light that resides within all. The chosen ones teach not with words, but with actions, with love, with presence. They show others what it means to live in alignment with the sacred light, to live with purpose, compassion, and authenticity. In every place they visit, the chosen ones plant seeds of change. They do not seek to impose their will or force others to see the world through their eyes. They offer an invitation, a chance to awaken to the truth that is already within. And though many may not yet be ready to fully embrace this truth, the seeds they plant will eventually take root, growing in their own time, in their own way. The chosen ones continue to walk the path of service, knowing that their journey is far from over. The light within them grows brighter with every step, but they are keenly aware that the journey is not just about their own enlightenment. It is about the awakening of all beings to the divine truth, the realization that every soul is a reflection of the divine, a spark of the eternal light. They come to understand that the challenges they face are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. Every trial, every setback, every moment of doubt is a chance to deepen their understanding of the light within. They no longer see challenges as something to be feared or avoided, but as invitations to expand their consciousness, to become more fully aligned with the divine will. As they move forward, they are guided not by their own desires or ambitions, but by the quiet voice of the sacred light. They trust in its wisdom, knowing that it will never lead them astray. The more they surrender to this guidance, the more they realize that the journey is not about reaching a destination, but about being fully present in each moment, fully immersed in the flow of divine love and grace. And so, the chosen ones press on, walking in faith, in love, and in truth. They know that their journey is part of a much larger story, one that transcends time and space, one that is unfolding in ways they cannot fully comprehend. But they trust in the process, knowing that the light will continue to guide them, continue to transform them, and continue to illuminate the world. They are not just walking through the world. They are walking with the world, carrying the light within them, offering it to all who are ready to receive. Their story is not one of solitary achievement, but of collective awakening, of a world coming together to remember its true nature. The sacred light burns brighter with every step, and the chosen ones, though they may never fully understand the scope of their mission, know that they are playing their part in the grand, unfolding narrative of the universe. And so they walk together, with the light leading them onward, knowing that the journey is eternal and the light will never fade. As the journey of the chosen ones presses on, they come to a profound realization. Their path is not one of conquest, but of surrender. They understand that true victory lies not in overcoming external forces, but in the complete surrender to the divine will, allowing the sacred light to flow freely through them, shaping and transforming everything it touches. They are not the masters of their fate, but the vessels through which divine purpose is manifest. With this surrender comes a deep peace. They no longer need to fight against the darkness, for they have come to understand that the darkness is merely a shadow of the light, a temporary illusion that cannot endure in the presence of truth. As they walk through the world, the sacred light within them continues to burn brighter, not because of their own efforts, but because they have allowed it to shine unimpeded. In this state of openness, they become more fully themselves, shedding the layers of fear, doubt, and limitation that once clouded their perception. In the quiet moments of their journey, they see the world with new eyes. They recognize that every soul they encounter is another spark of the divine light, waiting to be awakened. Every smile, every tear, every word, and every gesture is a reflection of the sacred truth that unites them all. The chosen ones begin to see no distinction between themselves and others, no barriers between the light within them and the light within all beings. They walk in the full awareness that they are both a part of and the whole of the divine. And in this realization, they understand their final role. It is not to lead, nor to save, but to be. They are to simply be the light, radiating it into every moment, into every encounter, and into every corner of the world. They are not here to change others, but to allow others to recognize the truth that already exists within them. The light they carry is not a possession, but a gift freely given to all who are ready to receive it. As they continue forward, the path ahead begins to clear. The darkness that once seemed so overwhelming begins to dissipate, not through force, but through the gentle power of love and truth. The chosen ones now see that the world is not a battleground, but a sacred space, where every being has a role to play in the divine symphony of existence. Their journey, once filled with struggles and challenges, now becomes a dance of grace as they move through life in harmony with the divine plan. And in the final moments of their journey, they come to the ultimate understanding. The sacred light within them is eternal. It is not bound by time, by space, or by any external circumstance. It is the very essence of who they are, and it will continue to shine, long after their earthly bodies have returned to the dust. The chosen ones have fulfilled their purpose, not by what they did, but by who they became. They have become living expressions of the divine light, and in doing so, they have helped to awaken that same light in others. With this realization, they let go. They let go of the need for recognition, for achievement, for a legacy. They simply rest in the knowing that they have fulfilled their divine mission. The light they carry is no longer theirs. It is the light of all creation, the light of eternity, and it continues to shine even as they step into the next phase of their existence. Their story does not end, for the sacred light is eternal. It moves forward through the hearts of those they have touched, through the souls of those who will come after. It is passed on, not through words or deeds, but through the essence of being, and the world continues to awaken, one soul at a time. And so, the journey of the chosen ones concludes, not with an ending, but with a the beginning of a new world, a world where the light within every soul is recognized, celebrated, and allowed to shine freely. The chosen ones have fulfilled their role, not by fighting against the darkness, but by becoming the light that dispels it. And in that light, they have found their true home, an eternal home that is not bound by time, but by the love that flows through all things. The sacred light continues to burn, guiding all who are ready to receive it, lighting the way for those who will come after, and shining forevermore in the hearts of all. As we conclude this exploration, I want to take a moment to honor each of you who has joined in today. Your willingness to embrace this message is a testament to the divine calling upon your life, and I am deeply thankful for your presence. Your support, your open heart, and your faith in this journey are a blessing, and I pray that you continue to walk in the light of God's purpose for you. To those who feel the stirrings of the divine within, know this: you are chosen. This moment, this message has been set aside just for you, and I believe it is part of God's plan to lead you toward the greatness He has prepared for you. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that the path ahead is filled with His guidance, grace, and unwavering love. And to those who may not yet feel this connection, trust that your journey is unfolding in God's perfect timing. Keep seeking, keep believing, for He has plans for each of us, and in due season, you will recognize His voice calling you into your purpose. If this message resonates with you, I encourage you to like, share, and comment below. Your thoughts and feedback are always appreciated. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you never miss an opportunity to join in these divine explorations. May you continue to grow in faith and strength, knowing that you are never alone. God's hand is upon you, and He will guide you in all things. I look forward to joining you in future explorations as we continue to walk in the light of His truth. Stay blessed, stay chosen, and stay faithful. Until next time, may God's peace be with you.